Hello my fellow VSGers, this is Joe Saint, along with Frankensleeve, coming at you with my first vlog entry. And this vlog entry is titled, Girl, You Ain't Gonna Believe This, or How to Explain Away Your VSG Scars. So if you're easily offended, or do not appreciate a sick sense of humor, now is the time to click away. Warning. Don't keep watching if you're easily offended. This is your last warning. Sick humor coming your way. So our first VSG scar explanation is shanked in prison. VSG Kirk says this shuts him up every time. Christina J says Tijuana knife fight. Shell 1978 says I had some woman issues. I like to say Texas mosquito bites. Then there's the full contact scrapbooking injury. You can tell them that scrapbooking is getting really intense now. That scrapbookers are trying to make the hobby athletic enough for the Olympics. You can only say bears. But never mind my scars. You should check out my new rug. It's awesome. My wife says sometimes I don't know my place. You can tell them that you got the injury in a sword fight trying to avenge your father's death. Ask them if they've seen a guy with 6 fingers on his right hand. You can always say, I don't want to go into details, but suffice to say, I won't be allowed in Benihana's for a long time. The first rule of Fight Club is, no one talks about Fight Club. They say you can't get blood from a stone? Well, the IRS tried. Remember how your mom told you not to run with scissors? A zombie tried to eat my brains and he missed. Tell him that you can't discuss it because your attorney says no talking about it till after the trial. You can always say, that's where the aliens probe me. You can always say, don't worry about it. But because of me, now they got to put warning labels on it. You can say, I was oyster hunting. And when they give you a strange look, you can say, what? Obviously, you've never been oyster hunting before. So you can say, I got a hug from Marilyn Manson. I lost a fight with a can of tuna fish. I slipped while making a salad. I fell asleep and the clowns got me. You can always say, just put it this way. When they tell you not to feed the bears, it's for a good reason. You can always say, I'm a blade sharpness tester. You can go the crazy route and say, you know how dogs chase their tails? Well, it has nothing to do with that. Nor does it have to do anything to do with getting cat scratches or the fairies that visit me nightly, and you just continue to ramble on until they walk away. I thought those security tags they put on clothing just sprayed ink, but apparently they spray razor blades too. You can always say, oh, these? I know they look horrible, but the sex was incredible. And one more going down the paranoid crazy route. Are you conspiring against me? What's with all the questions? Who wants to know the answers? They'll come and get you too. Run while you still can. You can always say, knifed by an exotic dancer. Yeah, they're terrible that way. I had unprotected sex with a porcupine. The neighborhood cat and I had a disagreement about paw prints on my car. The police didn't comply with the terrorist demands fast enough, so they took it out on us hostages. The voices told me to do it. I did this as a sacramental offering to my Dark Lord. In my past life, I was a ninja. It sucks having parents who are sadists. Or you can just kind of quizzically look down at your scars and look back up at them and go, what? You don't have any? Then there's a philosophical look at the question. You say, now that's interesting. It all ties into the eternal enigma. Why are we here? What purpose is life? Why does the earth exist? Go on and on about the meaning of life until they get bored and just finally go away. You can always say carving a turkey is harder than it looks. Or, if you're an IT guy, well, I tend to get a little violent when the computer doesn't cooperate. Look at your scars and say, oh, those? It was a bad juggling accident. I don't like to talk about it, but I'm much better now. You can go the alien conspiracy route. Oh, these? I don't know. They've always just been there. Well, I mean, ever since I took over this body anyway. Strange, don't you think? You can go the rock star route. Ozzy Osbourne is my uncle, and he has some kick-ass parties. You can always say, don't volunteer for medical experiments. They're so not worth the money. Or you can say, never ever try taking candy from a baby. Or for the more adventurous, this is just an old reminder from my pirate days. Did you know that all chickens aren't soft and fluffy? Playing slug bug with a cat is a really bad idea. You can go all Star Wars on them and say you got it from a lightsaber battle. Or go MMA and say, I kicked Chuck Norris's ass and all I got was this lousy scar. Tell them the story about how you helped Jack Bauer escape from the Russians, and that's the last time you'll cover his pansy ass. For the ladies, you can say you fell on the runway. It's Fashion Week. One of my favorites is, I tried to take Kanye West's picture. And finally, that's where the alien burst out. What? You think they just come out of your chest? So, that's a pretty good list of how to explain away your weight loss surgery scars. Should be one in there that will fit almost any occasion. So, this is Jote Saint, along with Frankensleeve, signing off from VSG Land. And keep pimping that sleeve.